Shadows on my feet, they won't let me be. Won't you send me?
hello, and God bless you. What's going down? Hey, we back for another one. Back for another one. Understand it again. What a beautiful day it is. The Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Come on. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Ah ha ha. Let's go ahead and say it. Word for the day. Jeremiah 29:11. Come on now. KJV. For I know. For I know the thoughts that I have. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not of evil. To give you an expected end. Jeremiah 29:11. JKV. Oh yeah, God got some good plans for you. You know what I'm saying? What you look like right now is not what you're gonna be like. You know what I mean? Yeah. God's got some stuff set up for you. Just throwing that word out there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You're rolling with Allbar Elite. Place we're trying to help you unlock your future. We just want you to come on in. Hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. Quick report from yesterday's trades, right? You're trading live with Coach Choc, aka Chocinhood and Sunshine. You know, we did hit one yesterday out of two. The other one just activated, so that's fine. Let's hold on. You can find us here every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central to 9 a.m. Central. Right. So we still haven't lost one yet, which is a blessing. It's been a minute. So y'all like, share, and subscribe. Go over to allbarelite.com. Go down to the bottom of that page. Click on that Facebook tab. You can join our free Facebook community. Link with us on all our other social media products right there. And a disclaimer real quick is this is for educational purpose only. Past profits not guaranteed future results. This company is not guaranteed profitability on any trade decisions you make. We're just here showing you what we do, right? That's all. Showing you that people really do this. And if you want to know how to do what we do, you just go over to allbarelite.com and register for our Easy 80 trading program. I'll click on this link right here. That's all you got to do. Just click on that, and then we get you in, right? So we got the word in. Next thing we do is go over here and check out the news. News is news in. Let's make sure that we on and popping. August 8th today. Pow. We have lemons and limes at 8:30. Some orange folder. News coming up. And then other news. We have, man, nothing coming up for about 3 hours, right? That's it right there. Oh, Lord. Your way is better, God. Your way is better. Oh, whoa. Your way is better. Jesus, your way is better. Whoa. Your way is better. All right, y'all. So we hit a TP over here. Entry TP. The other one that we had yesterday, I believe it was Cat Chef. Am I correct? I think it was you can. Maybe you can. There we go right there. Came and hit our entry and then pulled back 31 pips, and now it's pushing down and it's like 22 pips away from our entry. All right. Let's go ahead and put our dog over here, just in case this pulls back while we're on. Know to go ahead and get out of here. Guard dog on duty. That's it. Grand Rising, Tanya. Hope all is well over there with ya, with ya, with ya. I am still holding on to a GA trade, y'all. Right now, what we have going on is some downtrend stuff, and just want to look and see if it's going to come back down to my entry. I've been in this trade, man, is it 2-3 weeks now? We've been in for a while. So this little pullback is not going to take me all the way out the game, right? But I would like to see a move right here. That'd be beautiful. Just want to see what's happening. That's all. I know with this Euro USD trade yesterday, we were looking at this thing came, dropped all the way down before it came back up. That was wicked. I look like it's trending back down again, so waiting for the blue light special over here on UJ. Waiting for the blue light special on UJ. We have a good call on the daily from our system, but things just haven't lined up yet. Hoping the bell is coming up. So let's get ready for this bell to ring-a-ling-a ting-a-linga. So then we'll go ahead and pop this UCAD in. Get this UCAD popping. Setting up the sale stop. Entry 1.374. We just hit for a pullback. And that's going to be 468. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in, just see if it's going to pull back. 1.37364. And just wait.
Yes.
CAD is looking real strong though. Drop down and see if I can catch me to pull back. Don't know. Maybe better off just going ahead and changing my position. Comes the pullback. Come on back. We're looking at CAD JPY. You can see where we had our entry at, and the way it's just been boxing. So looking for this to go up to the next box. All right.
Hey, take a look. Hey, take a look.
Take a look. There's a couple of take a looks that came through from what we called last night. What we put in. Stop by and take a look at those for all my Allbar pip eaters. All right. I'm gonna switch over to CAD JPY and put this entry in. Setting up a buy stop. 107. Point to 532. 107.532. TP at 107.643. 107.643. All right. Back over to UCAD. Going back over to QCAD, UCAD, sell stop. See if I can get this in. 1.37. 467. 1.37467. TP 1.37. 364. 1.37. 364. 37. Right at the entry. I can get a little push up. There we go. Got my push up. Got my CAD locked in. All right, here we go. All right. In on UCAD. We are in on UCAD.
The most powerful move you can make in life is no move at all. Just step back and get quiet. Because silence isn't weakness. It's strength under control. It's pain turned into wisdom. It's discipline wrapped in patience. You see, there comes a point in your life when you stop chasing people. You stop explaining yourself to those who are committed to misunderstanding you, and you start focusing on you, your peace, your growth, your calling. You learn that not every battle is yours to fight. Not every insult deserves your attention. Not every person is meant to go where you're going. And that's when it happens. That's when everything starts to shift. You ever sit in a room full of noise, people talking, opinions flying, chaos swirling, and feel like your spirit is telling you to just be still? That's not you being weak. That's your soul whispering. Let them talk, let them spin, let them guess. Because silence, real silence, is a form of strength most people will never understand. In a world that tells you to react, to post, to clap back, to scream your side of the story, silence becomes a rare and dangerous discipline. People will call you distant, they'll call you cold. They'll say you've changed. And you know what? They're right. You have changed, you've grown. You've learned that peace is not found in proving points. It's found in knowing who you are without having to announce it. That's maturity. That's power. And most of all, that's freedom. There is a special kind of energy in the one who doesn't respond. The one who no longer feels the need to defend every move, explain every step, justify every decision. You start realizing that not everyone is worthy of your energy. Some people are just noise in your journey, and you don't have to entertain it. When you hold your tongue while someone tries to provoke you, that's power. When you choose not to respond to drama, that's growth. Silence isn't avoidance, it's intention. It's you choosing peace over ego. And don't let anyone mistake that for weakness. A person who can remain silent while they're being tested, judged, or doubted is a person who has mastered the art of self-control. And self-control, that's the foundation of every strong soul. Silence gives you clarity. When you stop talking so much, you start hearing more, especially from God. The world is loud. People are loud. But truth is quiet. It doesn't scream. It waits for silence to reveal itself. That's why people who constantly need noise don't find peace. Because peace lives in the quiet spaces, in the stillness of the moment when you stop chasing and start listening. When you're silent, you start noticing what really matters. Who really cares? What really deserves your time, and most importantly, who you are when no one's looking. That version of you, the one that doesn't need applause or permission, is the real you. And when you find that, you start building from a place of strength, not insecurity. You don't shout to be heard, you don't have to scream to be seen. Let your silence be your confidence. Let your calm be your answer. Because the ones who are truly strong never have to announce it, they carry it. In how they walk, how they breathe, how they navigate the storm without complaining about the rain. Weak people talk about what they're going to do. Strong people just do it. Quietly, consistently, powerfully. And when it's done, the whole world takes notice. Not because you told them, but because you showed them. That's real strength. That's what silence builds, a legacy, not a performance. There's a reason why they say still waters run deep. The deeper the soul, the less noise it makes. You don't see a storm inside a shallow puddle. But when the ocean is calm, that's when it's at its most dangerous. That's the kind of silence you want to build. The kind that's rooted, still, undisturbed. People will poke at you just to get a reaction. They'll test your patience just to see if you'll break character. But when you stay silent, when you hold that peace with a steady hand, that's when you earn respect. Not just from others, but from yourself. You begin to realize you don't have to respond to everything that doesn't align with your purpose. Silence makes people uncomfortable because it forces them to sit with themselves. When you stop engaging in arguments, when you no longer react to every disrespect, when you stay quiet in rooms where you used to scream for attention, it sends a message that says, I've outgrown this. And growth is silent. You'll never hear a tree grow, but one day its roots are so deep and its branches so strong that no storm can shake it. That's what silence does for you. It deepens your roots, builds your core, prepares you for seasons you can't even see coming yet. And when those storms come, you won't need to yell. You'll just stand, unmoved. And don't think for a second that people don't notice. They see your silence. They feel it. They talk about it. Some will be confused by it. Others will be threatened by it. But the right ones, the wise ones, they'll respect it. Because silence forces people to look inward. It holds a mirror up to their chaos. And when they can't pull you into their drama, when they can't shake your peace, they start realizing you're not like them. You're building something different. You're building stability, discipline, purpose, and that can't be bought or faked. It can only be earned in the quiet. We've been conditioned to think that strength is volume, that we've got to shout to be powerful. But silence is the language of the strong, the healed, the whole. It's the ones who've been through hell and came back standing that learn how to be silent. Not because they have nothing to say, but because they know saying it isn't always worth it. They've learned the value of letting things go, of walking away, of choosing peace over pride. And in that choice, they find freedom. Real freedom. The kind that can't be shaken by gossip, disrespect, or misunderstanding. Silence teaches you patience. And patience is a weapon. In a world of rush, you become the one who waits, who watches, who listens, who moves when it's time, not when you're provoked. And when you move like that, you become dangerous in the best way. You're not emotional, you're intentional. You don't react, you respond. And when you do speak, every word carries weight. People start leaning in because they know when you speak, you mean it. That's the power silence gives you. It makes your presence felt even when you're not saying a word. And that kind of presence, that's real influence. And so don't let the world convince you that silence means defeat. It means you're rising. It means you're learning how to build without noise, how to protect without shouting, how to lead without demanding. It means you've stopped explaining yourself to those who never valued the explanation in the first place. It means you've discovered something sacred. You, the strongest version of you, the most dangerous version of you, the most dangerous version of you, the most dangerous version of you, the one who doesn't need to be seen to make an impact, the one who doesn't need to shout to change a room, because your silence, it speaks volumes. There comes a point in your life where you stop choosing noise and you start choosing peace. Not because you don't care anymore, but because you care too much about your mind, your heart, your spirit. And you start to realize, I can't afford to let anything disturb my peace anymore. You understand that protecting your peace is the most important thing you'll ever do. Because peace isn't just a feeling, it's survival. It's healing. It's what keeps you from breaking when life tries to crush you. And once you've tasted peace, real peace, you'll never go back to begging for chaos to love you. Peace doesn't mean your life is perfect. It means you're not giving your energy to things that don't deserve it. It means choosing to walk away from what disrespects your soul, even if it's familiar. It means releasing the people who only show up to take, drain, and disappoint. When peace becomes your priority, you begin to subtract everything that doesn't feed your spirit. You stop over-explaining. You stop chasing apologies. You stop answering calls that come with confusion, because your peace is sacred. And once you start treating it like it is, life starts to change. Not around you. You start waking up with clarity. You start moving with purpose. You stop looking for validation in people who couldn't see your worth, even if you stood in front of them screaming. You no longer try to prove yourself in spaces you've outgrown. When your peace is your priority, you become unshakable. You start measuring success by your level of calm, not the amount of noise around you. And that's when you step into your power. Not the kind of power that dominates others, but the kind that centers you, heals you, keeps you grounded in the storm. People won't always understand this version of you. They'll say you've changed. They'll say you've gone cold, but they don't understand the cost of chaos. They don't know what it took for you to find this peace. The tears you cried, the nights you broke, the healing you fought for in silence. So no, you're not cold. You're just careful. You're guarded with your soul now, because you've learned that not everyone deserves to hold it. Some people only love you when you're hurting, because that's when you're easier to control, but not anymore. Not now that peace sits at the throne of your life. Peace demands boundaries. You'll lose people when you start protecting your peace. Let them go. Because real love doesn't come with chaos. Real friends don't leave you drained. And if someone gets upset because you've chosen your well-being over their comfort, that's not your problem. That's a sign they never truly respected you. Your peace is not up for negotiation. It's not a group project, it's yours. And if someone is disrupting it, they've already told you everything you need to know. Protecting your peace means saying no. It means being misunderstood. It means walking away even when it hurts, and doing it anyway. There is no greater act of self-love than guarding your peace like your life depends on it, because it does. The stress, the anxiety, the constant emotional exhaustion, that's not life. That's the absence of peace. And you have every right to remove yourself from anything that robs you of joy, of balance, of hope. You were not created to live in constant defense mode. You deserve mornings that start with ease, not panic. Days filled with focus, not drama. Nights that end in gratitude, not overthinking. That's the life peace builds. And it starts when you make it your number one priority. Don't wait for a breakdown to start protecting your peace. Don't wait until your body is tired, your heart is numb, and your mind is overwhelmed. Start now, before the burnout, before the breakdown, before the anxiety becomes your home. Start now. Your peace isn't something you find, it's something you create. Through boundaries, through choices, through silence, through walking away. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And once you begin, you'll wonder why you ever lived any other way. Because the things you thought you needed, the people you tried to keep, they won't matter when your soul finally gets to breathe. You're not here to carry what's not yours. You're not here to solve everyone's problems at the cost of your own peace. You're not here to be the emotional dumping ground for people who never ask how you're doing. Let that sink in. It's not selfish to protect your energy. It's necessary, because when you're drained, you can't pour into anything else. When your spirit is restless, you can't hear your own purpose. And when you're constantly consumed by everyone else's chaos, you forget what your own peace sounds like. Reclaim that, reconnect with that. Make peace your default setting again. Start showing up for yourself the way you've shown up for everyone else. Start giving yourself the grace, the time, and the stillness that you've given others so freely. You don't have to be available for everything. You don't have to explain your absence. Protecting your peace sometimes means disappearing, recharging, and coming back whole. Because the world doesn't need more people who are constantly overwhelmed. It needs people who are whole, who are grounded, who are healed. That starts with you. You can't change everything around you, but you can change what you allow in your life. And peace is a decision you make daily. So every time you're tempted to go back to what hurts you, remind yourself your peace is your priority. Every time someone tries to drag you into chaos, remember your peace is your priority. When you feel guilty for cutting ties, choosing solitude, or taking space, breathe deep and say it again. My peace is my priority. Because without peace, success feels empty. Love feels exhausting. Life feels like survival. But with peace, life blooms, the heart heals, and purpose thrives. That's the life you're meant to live. That's the standard now. Not chaos, not drama, just peace. Pure, unshakable, holy peace. There comes a time in your life where you realize something powerful. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves to know your heart, your dreams, your fears. You spent too long giving people the best parts of you while they gave you the bare minimum. You've allowed too many to come close who never earned the right to be near you. And now you understand that your presence is a gift. Your energy is sacred. Your time is valuable. And from this moment forward, you won't apologize for protecting it. People will act like they know you, but all they know is the version you allowed them to see. They were guests in your story, not authors of it. You don't owe them unlimited access to your emotions, your energy, your healing, your kindness. Some people only show up to drain you, to distract you, to feed off your light because they've never cultivated their own. But you're not a rehab center for broken people who refuse to heal. You're not a safe house for folks who keep setting fires in your soul. And you're done shrinking yourself to make space for those who don't even see your worth. You've got to stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You've got to stop opening doors for people who only know how to walk in and make a mess. Some people confuse your kindness for weakness. They think your silence means approval. But what they don't understand is you're not being quiet because you don't know what to say. You're being quiet because they no longer deserve to hear your voice. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Not everyone gets to sit next to royalty. You're not being mean. You're not being cold. You're being selective. And there's nothing wrong with that. You've learned through pain and disappointment that access is a privilege, not a right. The ones who truly care won't need to constantly prove themselves, but they'll never make you question your place in their life either. And those who keep wounding you with their presence don't need another chance to cause damage. Let them go. Because not everyone has the capacity to handle the weight of who you really are. And it's not your job to shrink just to fit into their fragile understanding. You are not a convenience. You are not a background character in someone else's chaos. You are not a fixer for problems that don't belong to you. The moment you begin to protect your access, you begin to protect your peace, your purpose, your destiny. You start seeing clearly who's there because they value you and who's there because they need something from you. And that clarity, that's your power. That's the moment you level up. Because boundaries are...
That is real talk. I've heard that before. You know, only tune in with people that are on your frequency. Not everybody's
Imagine
on
being
your
able to
frequency, and
with
you
your name
shouldn't be
on it.
worried about that. Seems tough, but it's real. All right. So watching these trades here, we have both trades pulling away from us. On the activation on one, that's fine. We just keep pushing. All right, we hold on and see what is actually going to happen and how it's going to play out. A lot of times we don't see our value, but other people do. So, God gave us our gifts and talents, not for us, but for others. And they can appreciate them and they can see them. And that's why they want to be around you sometimes, to see what they can get out of you and absorb your gifts and talents. So with that being said, I'm going to take a look at Jeremiah 29:11. Not that guy. We're looking at that. That's what we're doing. All right. And just to break down Jeremiah 11 for you. I'm sorry, Jeremiah 29:11. In life, there are times when it looks like, as though our opportunities, our options, our sickness, our depression, the financial loss, the struggle are really taking us down and getting the best of us. It's real easy to get discouraged. It's real easy to be right there at the doorstep of giving up. You can go through life feeling everything, just feeling like everything, nothing goes your way. Just feeling like, why is it always so hard for me? And being worried, being negative and upset. Or you can stay in peace, knowing that God is directing your steps. And that's what this basically means. Like, He knows you're in. When it feels as though you're far behind, you're outclassed and you're being discouraged. Have a new perspective. Just give it a try. It's not the end. The person who betrayed you or let you down or turned their back on you, guess what? They may have done that, but they didn't stop God's plan, right? The setback didn't change His ending. The negativity that's in your life doesn't have that kind of power. I mean, here's a person who's down on his luck, look like he's homeless, and now you see him in front of a house with a fancy car. When the world gave up on him, he didn't give up on himself. He's sitting here and he's thinking and he's praising God and he's thanking Him and being patient. All right? God is not giving up on you, so don't you give up on yourself. All right? Remember that the darkest hours are right before daylight. So let us pray. Father, thank you that in the midst of a very insecure world, that I can rest in the securities of knowing that my end has been set. Thank you for your plans for my life, plans that are full of hope and abundance. Thank you for my future. I believe that you'll make everything work out at the end and at the right time, not in my time, but in your time, God. In your holy name, I pray. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Don't give up, y'all.
I will not give up. I will do my best to bring out the best in me. I will come to a conclusion and understand that if it's meant to be, it's up to me. I have to be the one to take action. I have to be the one to believe in myself. I have to know that it's not over yet. I have to believe in myself. When the world looks at me differently and I'm not satisfied on how they see me, I have to believe in myself. When certain things just don't work out the way I want them to, I have to believe in myself. When others say that you're done, you have nothing to give, you're weak, you don't have anything that is worthy of yourself, I still have to believe in myself. Throughout life, so many things are gonna happen to you. So many things are gonna come after you and you won't even understand it. You're gonna question over and over again, why me? What have I done? Why is this all happening to me? Ladies and gentlemen, throughout life, you are going to be tested. And someday you will learn to understand that you are a living, breathing testimony now. You can tell your story because you believed in you. You have to know that with faith, all things are possible. Do not think for one moment that in your life that there will not be anything coming after you that will knock you down from time to time. Do not live your life and think all it is milk and honey. I assure you, you are going to drink from the well of misery from time to time. But you got to believe in yourself. When life shows you what it is, when it ultimately reveals itself, when you start to see that every day is not gonna always go the way you want it, when you go outside that door and you're challenged with so many obstacles and you get so frustrated and you don't know which way you're going, you still got to believe in yourself. Your emotions have to be controlled. You have to have the ability to turn those emotions down from time to time. And then you have to step up, and you have to have thicker skin, and you have to know that, hey, this is life. Maybe you didn't sign up for it. Maybe this is what you didn't expect out of life. But as you get older, you begin to understand that this is just what it is, a part of life. But you still gotta believe in yourself. If you allow so many things to hold you down and to push you down and to make you think that you're less of yourself, then your faith will surely die. See, I believe in faith. I know that faith works. I know that you need it every day of your life. Because when you are faced with unforeseen obstacles, you may scratch your head, you may question yourself, you may even overthink it. But you have to have just enough faith to go through it. Now, that doesn't mean that you're gonna win. It doesn't mean that you're gonna lose either. This is what I mean about believing in yourself. Because nobody can do you better than you. Nobody can be you. Who you are and what you are will become a reality. And you will understand what this life you have really means. Don't look at yourself and think that you don't belong here. Don't look at yourself and think you shouldn't be doing this or you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe this is not for me. How do you know that? If you don't put your heart into it, then you get nothing out of it. If it's challenging you, then it's making you. And that's what you have to look at, ladies and gentlemen. Don't look at it as if it's the end of the world for you. You don't want it to be perfect. As much as we want perfection, perfection is false. It doesn't work under the sun. As long as you are human, you are never gonna be picture perfect. But you can work towards it. And that's what makes the journey beautiful. But you gotta believe in yourself. Don't worry about it. Don't stress so much about it. Just go after it and see what happens. Don't go unprepared. Be prepared. Be prepared for the setbacks. Be prepared for the failures. But believe in yourself. No human being can make it in this world without getting knocked down from time to time. You may look at someone that is already in a better place than you, and you're asking yourself, how and what did they do to get there? What they did and how they did it, you may not ever understand or ever know. So don't put so much energy in what other people are doing. Why not put that energy into yourself? Stop believing in everyone else and what they're doing, and start believing in what you are doing and what you're doing right now. Because if it's not getting you to the place you want to be, you're never gonna see it. You're too busy thinking about the things that are not working. You're too busy thinking about what others are saying about you in the dark. You can't sleep at night. You're stressing about it. I understand, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, I've been there. I get it. But I started to realize that no matter how much I stress, what is it gonna do for me? How is it gonna make me better? What can it possibly do for me in my life? I need to give myself peace. That's what you have to do. You have to give yourself some peace, a peace of mind, to say, you know, I made it through this day. I don't know what tomorrow's gonna do. I'm not even expecting what may happen tomorrow. But if I'm a part of that day, then I'm gonna make that day possible for me. Believe in yourself. If no one else is believing in you, believe in yourself. You were created for a reason. You are living in this world for a reason. You are not designed to be nothing. You are something. You are somebody. Now do something with it. The journey, the life, what you're doing today in this world, it is being recorded. You're gonna think about your past. You're gonna hope for a better future. But then you're gonna look at what you're doing right now. And this is the mistake that many people make. You're too busy worrying about what happened yesterday. You're thinking too much about tomorrow, but you're doing nothing with your life right now. Except having this mindset of thinking you can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where to go. I'm at the end of my rope. What are you gonna do, ladies and gentlemen? Are you gonna just quit? Are you gonna give up? Or are you gonna climb up that rope? Because that's all you can do. That's all that can be done right now is you getting up and climbing up. Believe in what you are doing. Create something. Make something. Do something. Don't hold back. Don't worry about what people are gonna say because they're gonna say it anyway. Doesn't matter what you think you know, but maybe you just don't know enough. Maybe you don't know enough about yourself. Maybe you haven't tapped within your spirit and say, you know, I'm alive. I got something that is great within me. Why am I waiting on nothing if I'm getting nothing? Why can't I just get up and believe in myself? Today, do something with your life. Today, believe in your actions, because if they're productive and they're honest and you have passion behind it and you're not hurting anybody, but you will hurt yourself if you give up today.
That being said, when I say real, you say talk. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your tomorrow. Don't give up on your future. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your God. God is with you. We got Ian on CAD JPY. Ian on USD CAD. Pull back on both. And we're at the top of the hour. It's time for us to get up out of here. So I just want to thank y'all for being here. Thank you all for tuning in today. And I guess we've just been on a roll of getting TPs after we get off. So we look to the hills where our help come from. And just wait. So again, appreciate y'all being here, stopping by, because y'all could have been anywhere else in the world. God bless you and have a great day.